call a special meeting order. Right for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I just noticed the new.
Nickel?
Here.
Getzinger?
Here.
Joe?
Here.
Swaggy here, Cratchy?
Here. Public comments?
There's a couple of people out there.
Here. All right, at the March 12th meeting, there were a few things that we did out of order because of the live streaming. We got kind of sidetracked. We did follow all the statutory requirements, publishing the public notice, accepting the public comment. However, Christine Anderson said that we have to reaffirm the vote, and that's why we are here today.
And that's regarding the truth in budgeting here.
Yes, the public
Yeah, that was
hearing.
March 12th meeting, yeah, I mentioned that, yep. Supervisor did open the public hearing, trustee Nichols seconded it, but we didn't take a vote on it, and we have to correct that. So I'm gonna make a motion to reaffirm the board vote to open public hearing at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, March 12th, 2025.
Support.
Now, didn't we technically not open it till 7:10 because of the?
Well, we're just
delay?
reaffirming that we opened the meeting,
Gotcha.
that's all we have to do.
Because
Okay.
we did, and then everything went out, and so we
Gotcha.
just kind of like got,
Okay.
And
Like I said, we followed all
Sidetracked.
the procedure, and she just said we
Yeah.
have to reaffirm by a vote,
Sure.
so. Nickel,
Yes.
Getzinger,
Yes.
Joe,
yes.
Swag, yes, Cratchit.
yes. New business.
Auditor proposals, we received 3 proposals, one from King and Messing, we just received it yesterday, I think I forwarded it to Stephen, Jim, and then Monica and I, and, Supervisor Cratchit got it yesterday. We got one from Armada Emmons from PSLZ, and then Jordan Smith from Manor Costerian. I did call a couple of the references regarding Jordan, and then I talked to about 6 references from Rana, and they had nothing but good things to say. She's wonderful, great, terrific, efficient. They're not gonna nickel and dime you for extras. She's committed, she's a partner. The time frame that she gives you for the audit, they're always on time, so you're never gonna be late. Also, it's a plant moran service for half the cost. And Monica and I did talk to her. And then Monica and I talked to Wes from King and Messing today. We did have them for auditors quite a few years ago. We had them for about 9 years in a row. I really liked.
The history with King, as somebody who was always up in the audience, when King gave their audits, they were always very, very thorough, and they didn't sugarcoat anything. Everything was just, this is what you need to do, this is how you do it. So I was glad that they had actually put in
I
a
was gonna say,
proposal.
just for Robert's rules, should we make a motion before and then
Yep,
get into discussion?
I'll make a motion to approve a 3-year proposal from King and Messing Audit Services LLC for auditing as presented. Fiscal year 2025, 21,000. Fiscal year 2026, 22,500. Fiscal year 2027, 24,000. And to have supervisor sign letter of engagement.
I'll support.
So, obviously at the regular meeting, there was a discussion about the need to get a new auditor. Last year, the clerk could clarify, we spent approximately $29,000 last year for the audit. So the 2 of the proposals, or maybe all 3, I can't remember on the one, were less than that. So this is, it'll be a cost savings, if you will, over the previous audit. But the one you proposed was not low, but they're all pretty, the 2 low are pretty close
They're
together.
pretty close.
So if you said they both had good references, what stood out with King?
I guess because we had the history with them,
Okay.
and after talking to Wes today, he understands where we're at and what we need to do. And,
Like I said, Jim, before, like as somebody that was in the audience, when he would give the audit reports, it wasn't, he just talked through and then out the door. Like the audience actually could ask questions, and I think that that's really, really, really important, that the public is aware of what is exactly that you're saying, and he did really not, they never sugarcoated the audit.
Yeah,
The
Len-
audit
Len
report.
always answered questions, and then Ryan, took charge after, and he would answer any questions.
And ultimately, this affects more the clerk's and treasurer's
For sure.
office.
Yeah, and the fact that, that I really liked Raina, this was a
Yeah.
really, really, really tough decision, because I really liked her. I was very excited, but then talking to Wes today, too, he really seemed to understand. He remembered a lot of what had gone on, and the fact that we're back to that, so I think that this is gonna be really good. He's gonna know how to get us to where we need to be. And they are closer. That was the other thing. That was one of the things that really kinda moved me a little bit closer, where Raina was from Livonia. She said, yes, I do Oxford and other, Bingham Farms, things like that. They're in Emily City and Marlette, and Emily City is, half an hour away,
And Wes
so.
even said we could do like a Zoom. a
Oh,
video.
yeah, he's a remote assistant, so that was really good as well.
Okay. As far as, one of my concerns had to do with extras. I know you said Raina, I can't remember her name.
Raina, yeah.
That seemed very clear on, I expected there would not be any extra charges. With the history here, would we expect that they're like audit prep type thing?
No.
No,
Okay.
Wes said he wouldn't charge, if it was a couple hours that they'd do research or something like that, but 15, 20 minutes, he said no. They wouldn't charge us anything.
And he did say, he goes, no, if it gets to be a habit,
Right, that is.
to where we're picking up the phone and calling and going, wow,
Then you get it.
he said, then, if it's taken 3 to 4 hours, then we're gonna have to start charging.
But isn't that
Which-
the whole point of having Camille,
That's just it.
Yeah.
right?
That would
I
be
mean,
helpful.
Camille
Yeah.
ultimately is like our
Yeah.
Audit prep.
IT support.
Yeah.
Well,
You call it that
she's digging, and it's like, this is actually really good.
So we shouldn't really have these overages
Right.
because we've got the bookkeeper that is helping us.
Making sure that the books are staying where they need to be on a monthly basis.
If we had a big problem, I would think, or if we went over and they were starting to have to spend more money, then I would
Yeah.
say, okay, what's going on,
Right,
in your
Right.
office? Why is Camille not picking it? I mean, that's just, that's not gonna happen, but that's where
Right.
that would end up
yeah.
coming into play, so.
And
I-
it's really gonna be working the clerk's office and the treasurer's office have got to work hand in hand, or nothing is going to work. You're gonna get information that's gonna be
Yep.
very limited. You
And-
don't know what is in there if
You
you
guys did
don't
the
know what
interview
to look for.
process
Yeah.
for all of these that you went
Yeah.
through anyways.
Yeah.
You both have agreed on that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
based upon, so it isn't like you're having separate opinions,
No,
and you're like with what we're,
yeah,
you presented here.
yep,
I think it's important to note too that we're having a new auditor and the addition of a bookkeeper.
I
For
do
what we paid
too,
last year for just the auditor.
I do
And it'll
too.
be a much more efficient
Mm-hmm,
process. And we did actually get 3 no bids as well as the 3 bids we got.
mm-hmm, yeah,
There's 3 people that were interested in it, so we did.
So you did
we
get your
did more than 3, we get 6. But 3 they didn't have time for us, they were too big.
Okay. Well, then I guess last quick comment I'd have is this, they provided price for 3 years, but I assume if for some reason we were not happy after the first year, we're not obligated to the 2. That's the way I read the proposal. Is that accurate?
it's 3-year contract.
Okay.
It's a
Maybe it
3-year
was the other
contract,
one
but I think that it's a 3-year contract. So both of them were.
Well, the one said if they provided, I thought, for an option. Okay, I'm not concerned, I'm just
Yeah.
asking for information's
Yeah,
sake.
it's
So,
just-
okay.
Yes, it's till 27, 25,
Yeah, I
26,
get that.
27, yeah, so.
Let's try to find the right-
Any more discussion? Nickel,
Yes,
Getzier,
Yes.
Joe,
Yes,
Swank, yes, Cratchit.
Yes. Comments by the board?
we did not, I don't know if we need to put it on the agenda, but I believe next week for the planning commission, we're going to have,
It's a
this
joint
gonna be
meeting.
our joint meeting?
Yes,
Okay.
we joint meeting with the planning commission and us,
I didn't know
requested
if
by
we
the
needed
planner.
anything here for us, but if not,
do we have to we have to post it though, that
Yeah.
we'll be
Yeah,
doing
she's
that,
gonna
so
do it.
both of them, yeah.
Already talked to Michelle.
look
Okay,
forward to seeing
cool.
you guys there.
Nothing for me, thank you.
Monica?
Nope.
Mary? I just want to thank Monica and Mary for their hard work in interviewing everybody and making the proposal. Motion to adjourn.
So I'll support that.
At 7:10,
7:10, thanks.
all in favor?
Okay.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.